And as you have the nice list, you also have that naughty list.
Can I ask which list am I on?
Oh,
Is it possible to get off of the naughty list? What is the most unique gift that a child has ever asked Santa for? You're about to find out the inside scoop from Santa himself. So, let's do it.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive. With every star.
Santa, welcome to the podcast, man. This is such a dream.
Daniel, I'm surprised you got me here. With the humidity and all here in beautiful South Florida, I'm enjoying my R&R until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, one of my questions, actually, I was going to ask a little bit later, but since you brought it up, we're down here in South Florida. Does Santa even ever get a vacation?
Santa definitely goes on vacation. I was on vacation on a cruise not too long ago. But yes, we do get away. Have to. And right now I'm in R&R. I'm not at the North Pole. I'm here with you doing this podcast, but I will be going back after Thanksgiving to make sure everything's going well.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is the lead up to Christmas for you? I mean, from now, pretty much, it's the end of November, going into December. I mean, this is your busy season, I got to say.
Oh, this is our packing season. Pretty much all the toys and everything have been done earlier in the year. We start really come January. We start producing. We have too many plants to account for back at the North Pole. Now with the computer is going on, it's just so much electronical work that we're doing. So we start early. But right now what we're doing is just pre-packing. We have the nice kids already on that list, making sure that they get those gifts. The naughty kids, sometimes they can switch over. That's what we're hoping for. But we're prepared for them this year, too. It's been a slow season the last couple of seasons, but this year it's been smoking hot. Everybody's behaving well, getting out, behaving themselves, acting accordingly, which is fantastic for Santa.
So you guys jump right into it back in January, then right after Christmas. Then, how do you determine really who is naughty and nice? Is there a criteria you have?
You definitely have a nice list. Always. The nice list is always there, consistent. They may go off the track every once in a while, but they always find their way back. And as you have the nice list, you also have that naughty list. But what's good about the naughty list is a lot more success stories than failures on that point.
Okay. Now, how like when a kid approaches you at, like, say, the mall, they see you out or so, and they ask you, "What am I getting for Christmas, Santa?" Are you able to give them a good little sense there?
Well, the computer work, we get to see you when you're naughty and nice. We see you all the time. We're always watching. The camera work today is stupendous, as you can well see. We had that back in the 50s, but we're not going to say anything. We're not going to brag about it. It's very high tech now. It's very exposed. So we get to see the child a little bit more at its natural bad time. Yeah, which is a good thing or a bad thing. But like I tell the children, we're always watching. We're always watching. So you always got to be good. Good will always be the nice thing to do. Remember, you need to treat yourself and others the way you want to be treated, not the other way around.
I like that. Can I ask which list am I on?
Well, Daniel, you're in that list that. We'll talk about that later. Let's give thanks.
I still got a couple weeks to either get off one list and onto the other, right?
Yeah, well, there's always hope. There's always hope. That's why I say we down to the wire. will be your determination on how you behave.
Yeah. I mean, how many kids are able to kind of make that switch? I would say. I mean, is can you give a percentage, or is it like, last minute?
That's a last minute call. That's basically I'm like an umpire. I call them as I see them.
And is it just you? Is it just you making the decision, or does Mrs. Claus get involved?
Mrs. Claus, we have a whole network of elves that take care of that. Basically,
Okay.
They're in and out of the shadows. They take care of the elf on the shelf guys. They have to be on cue 24/7. They're pretty much a busy environment. If nobody takes vacation, it's really them. It's really them. We had problems with Mr. Hoover back in the day, but thank God that's over with.
Yeah. I was gonna ask what role does Mrs. Claus play? Because you said she, mainly the elves, and you do have a network to watch the kids. But what role does she play? Is she just a supportive role, and also how much does she worry about you when you're traveling around delivering presents? Because I gotta say, I mean, being the supportive that she is, she's got to be a little bit, right?
She's a trooper. She's really the boss between you and I.
Really?
She runs the whole show. She overlooks everything, what I wear or what the elves are wearing, what foods we're eating. If you ever see a cruise line load up for their trips, that's pretty much Mrs. Claus on a regular basis.
Oh, wow.
She runs the whole show, the cleaning supplies, and she's got a big responsibility, but she's on her toes 24/7.
So she's missed behind the scenes.
Oh, she's always been behind the scenes. She gets no credit whatsoever. Ladies out there, you know what I'm talking about. You run the whole household and everything, the finances, and bring home the bacon, cook it, and serve it, and get no credit about it. But Mrs. Claus.
Is that her calling right now?
That could be Mrs. Claus right now. She knows I'm talking about her. That's what it is. That's what it is. Exactly, Mrs. Claus. I'll get back to her later.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a whipping then from her later.
No,
You didn't pick up.
She knows I'm here. If it's important, she'll call back. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. How do you guys determine who gets what gifts? Like, say there's a brand new Xbox or brand new PlayStation comes out. How do you guys determine which gifts to give? And also, is there like an age group that you guys like to kind of decipher?
There's age groups on no one, really. I've had adults ask for little toys, little teddy bears, or little items that they reminisce on when they were children. There is no age limit, really. As far as the toys goes, it's up what the child wants. A list is always good, or to tell mom and dad of what gifts you want. This way, it makes it a little bit easier for Santa and the elves to decide on what we're gonna bring you.
Yeah. Now, typically, back to the naughty and nice. Typically, if you were to say who's naughtier and nicer, is it adults or children who are more on the naughty list?
The adults.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Without a doubt. And they know they're on the naughty list, but
You didn't even blink on that.
no. I've seen enough on how it is. They know they're naughty and they continue doing it. And then they go home and tell you, the child, that you need to be on the nice list when they can't. But they're trying. Everybody's trying. It's gotten a lot better, though. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
We're out. Everybody's out. Everybody's about. Everybody's sharing themselves with other people. No more lockdowns. Everybody's a lot happier. They're out. They're socializing a little bit more. The events are happening. I'm glad everybody's turning out and everybody's well. No more sickness.
That is
as it
important.
was.
Yeah. What is your favorite part about Christmas?
Actually, is the surprise of the children when they get that gift. The glory, the enlightenment that they have, the sparkle, the magic that becomes that child at that time. And we have it for such a short period of time. We need to bring it out more and spread it more. Be a lot more comfortable for everybody. But we're still trying. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, because ideally it'd be magical to have that Christmas feel all year long.
Yes, that would be the ideal situation if we can have that happiness. But then again, I've seen that movie with Bill Murray. What's his name? Groundhog Day.
Mm.
When the day gets repetitious over and over and over.
It's that grind.
It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. We needed a little bit of everything. Halloween was fun.
Yeah. What'd you do for Halloween? Did you dress up as like?
I dressed up as an elf.
Oh, man.
Yeah, a big elf. I got a good text message from Will Farrell thanking me for making me look so good as an elf.
For supporting the brand?
Yes.
You do a lot of trick or treating?
No, I'm diabetic now. I can't have sugar. I can't have sugar.
That's right. That's right. That's sad.
Diabetic is not good. But you children you can do it now. Take advantage.
Now, when you enter someone's house on Christmas, say they're on the nice list, you enter in, you're putting down gifts and then you're leaving, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite cookie you would say that you would prefer to have?
You've seen the size of me. I'm pretty large. I love cookies. My number one choice would always be chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip cookies. But a good almond cookie, I can't shy away from that. Or sugar cookie.
Mm.
What's also good is the Oreo, not the double stuff, the original. You dink it in the milk a little bit. That's delightful.
Yeah?
Delightful.
That's Santa's go-to. I was going to ask you on the different brands. Would you mind rating these out of 10, these brands? I was going to start with Oreos. What would you say out of 10 you would rate that as?
10.
10?
10.
Except double stuffed. I'm surprised at the double stuffed because double stuffed is my thing. That's almost one of the only cookies I eat.
Yeah, no, and just too much cream.
Too much cream?
Too much cream, and it hides the crunch of the chocolate.
I never thought of that.
Because it's just so thick that you don't really get the chocolate flavor from the crust, I would say, or the cracker or the cookie itself.
Mm. That makes sense. So you're more of like not a soft baked guy, more of a harder, crispier.
No, because the chocolate chip softie is good.
That's good too.
Nothing could be better than maybe a pretzel, soft pretzel.
That's probably why you're always at the mall. Those Auntie Anne's.
You know me well. You know me well.
What about Chips Ahoy? Where'd you rank that?
Chips Ahoy is a little too dry.
Mm.
Good cookie, but too dry.
Okay. So not in that 7 to 8 range, maybe that 4 to 5?
That would be a 4 to 5 ratio there down there.
Okay.
Good to have, but not
the go-to?
No. Pepperidge Farm.
Mm.
Oh, they make good products.
What about Fudge Stripes?
Ooh, from the Keebler guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they do good work. They do great work. They do make also a chocolate chip cookie with the chunky chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Which is good. But again, too dry. A little bit too dry for me.
Yeah, see, me being a single guy, when I'm eating those cookies and it says family size on it, I just think to myself, I am a family, so I end up eating the whole pack.
Santa eats a couple of batches, not just one. I do the Oreos, and then I'll do the chocolate chip and the sugar cookies, and there's always a cookie to eat. That's the way I look at it.
Now I'm gonna put you in a corner here. Girl Scout cookies.
Oh. Delish.
Yeah?
Delish. Oh, yes, of course. Any cookie's a good cookie, except, the kids get creative and stuff and try to leave me some cookies that have a little bit of mud in it, That's probably the most discontent. They make, mud pies and stuff on the side, apparently, and every once in a while they'll slip a little bit of dirt inside.
Oh, wow. You flip them right onto the naughty list, then, right?
No, I don't put them to the naughty list.
No?
I just don't eat the cookies. I just tell them, put the cookies and put the plate upside down and put the empty glass of milk on top of it. Like,
Do you
Let's not
ever,
do this
if you see a cookie that you're just like, this isn't my thing, do you ever just make them think that you did enjoy the cookie? Do you ever just take it, maybe discard it, not eat it, rather than leave it there? I mean, what's your debate when you see a cookie and you're like, that is definitely not for me, or it's been sitting out all
Depending
night?
on who I'm visiting.
Okay.
Not everybody can take disappointment well.
Yeah. You're right on that.
So you don't want to ruin their day by, they probably went through a lot of work trying to get that cookie. Maybe it's not the right cookie or it's prepared incorrectly, but if their efforts are strong and, you don't want to hurt their feelings by telling them, something.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So
Especially
it all depends on the child. Everybody's different. It's like, it's not two children are the same.
Yeah. But if they come down too and they see a half-eaten cookie and they have a Christmas tree full of presents underneath it, I mean, do you think they're going to care?
Once they get the presents, they lose me.
yeah. They're done with you until next year.
Right. Exactly. They see the presents. They don't worry about what cookies they left, what milk I drank.
Yeah.
Right for the presents. And Santa, I'll see you next year. Thank you very much. I love you. Bye.
It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, that's true. That's basically it.
Now the naughty listers, do you leave? Is there a certain amount of coal that you'll leave in the stockings at all to kind of show them how naughty they've been? Because I'm sure some of those adult stockings have got to be pretty filled.
As a matter of fact,
All right, we got some.
I brought you a
Oh,
coal.
you brought me coal? Is this just for show, or is this telling me something?
That's just for show.
Thank
That's
you.
just for
Woo.
show. So that
You had
can
me
see
sweating.
That Santa's always prepared and has coal to leave the children when
Oh,
they
wow.
do misbehave.
Well, definitely don't want to see this in the morning. Whew.
That's not a very pretty sight.
Now, can you get coal and some gifts? Is there like in between, or is it just coal, just
No,
gifts?
No, it's either coal or the gifts, one or the other.
Okay.
There's no halfway point. Or if you make the nice list, you make the nice list.
It's an all or nothing thing.
Yes. You don't make the nice list on 99% or 50%. You're on the nice list.
It's pass or fail.
Right.
What would you say to some children or adults right now who are probably on the naughty list that really don't want to see this in their stocking? What would you say to them right now to try to get back on Santa's good track before the holiday?
Basically, it all depends on what they've done wrong. They know what they've done wrong. Now, it's their option to correct the matter, be it an argument or something they said or something they've done, their actions. They have to show the reaction. It's a lot better than actually
Just saying sorry.
verbal words. Verbal words are very strong, but the action itself speaks a lot stronger than the actual words themselves. You can say a lot of things, but to do a lot of things is a lot harder than to say a lot of things.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I think there's probably a lot of adults right now that are hopefully listening to this going, let me change this, let me change that.
How can I change this? How can I change that?
Yeah, just to be nicer.
Well, the bottom line is you still go back to the same theory. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If you don't think you're going to like it, the other person's not going to like it. So do unto others. No, what was it?
Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do unto others as you want done to yourself.
That's the one.
I'll help you out, Santa.
There you go. Kind of got stuck there for a second.
Get me on top of the nicer list doing it.
There you go.
What?
No, you got tremendous points just by having me here in this humidity-free Miami, Florida.
Oh, you're enjoying it.
Oh, the weather today is excellent.
Yeah.
It's unusual for Miami. Normally, it's all humidity down here.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I see you getting a little bit of a tan too, just being down here.
The cheeks are not rosy anymore. The cheeks are not rosy.
How's my man Rudolph doing?
Rudolph's doing great work. A lot of charity work he's doing. He had a big head back in the 50s and 60s. Got very popular, but now, thank God, the COVID slowed him down.
Really? Did he
Oh,
get COVID?
No.
Okay.
But we protected ourselves back
Good.
in the North Pole just to make sure. But he's doing a lot of charity work now. He's doing good, real good. Very proud of him. How well he's changed out.
Good. I was worried about you guys during COVID too. I was like, who would be like the worst person ever to get COVID would be Santa Claus.
Oh.
Especially you said you were diabetic before. I mean, I was worrying about you.
Diabetic is because I eat too much sugar. But no, the COVID was fine. The elves did fantastic. The town was shut down. We, as everyone else, we were shut down. Some of us did some work on the sides or at home, but we were all hankered and tanked down, just not to spread it, try to keep it. It never reached the North Pole, to be honest. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
They're afraid of the cold weather or what, but it really never reached that far. It reached Alaska. I know that, but that's as far as that I got. My town and the whole North Pole, we did fairly well, but we shut down. We did our privacy and made sure that nobody was sharing, and
Yeah, it was business as usual.
yeah, so much so.
What is the because you have, I mean, coming up, you have a lot of appearances, I'm sure. We've seen kids and kids getting in your ear saying, "Oh, Santa, I want this, I want that." What are some typical requests that you get from kids? And then also, what is the most odd request you've ever gotten for a gift?
Oh, odd. I wouldn't say odd. I would say
Unique?
unique in the sense that it was not being selfish in the sense.
Oh, like they're not asking for themselves.
They're not asking for themselves, and from the children so young. That's what shocks me. Children that are 4 to 5 years old requesting assistance with their parents, their father getting a better job, or the mom getting that operation.
Really?
that
At
she
that
needs.
age, those ages?
At that age, that's, to me, has been the most incredible thing. Such a young age, 4 to 5 years old, children. What are they thinking? I mean, what's being spoken at that house? It's got to be incredible that the kids are sponges and they absorb and they listen, but not asking for themselves, but asking for others that need certain care, grandparents and stuff that are ill. That's the part that I'm astonished, surprised of how many children more are requesting for other people rather than requesting for their own self, which is surprisingly good.
Well, they're kind of very similar to us. They listen, they analyze, and then they do all they can, which in their powers at that age is they can only wish. They can't really necessarily do, but in their powers, all they can do is wish, and they get in front of a genie like Santa that they can have somebody fulfill their wish.
They rather spare their gift or their wish for others than for themselves.
How do you answer those questions?
That's a tough task. It's a tough task, again, depending on the situation and how much information my people have on that to give them the proper answer. A lot of times I get the information from the elves themselves. I'm not a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I don't find I just try to find the proper word that's going to soothe them at that particular time. Basically, it's tough. It's tough. Not every child can take the same news. It's got to be presented in certain ways that they can understand and make them feel good for the short time that we're together there.
Yeah, and it's probably awakening for the parents. Just all of a sudden their kids...
Sometimes the parents are not aware. I'm at school with them, or I'm at a party, and the people just can't hear exactly what the children are telling me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Remember, it's supposed to be between me and them, not for the parents to find out. Parents do find out through the elves, Elf on the Shelf, or through my other elves. We try to connect with the parents and try to see if we can assist our...
See if you can do
North
anything.
Pole's got a lot of pull.
Yeah. I'm sure you do. Your network is wide.
Very, very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, well, Santa, I have something for you. You're usually the gift giver.
Uh-oh.
It is my honor to give a gift to Santa Claus because you have given me so many gifts.
Oh, my goodness.
The ratio of gifts is probably in the hundreds or the thousands to zero. So I need to make that to one right now. And I have a gift I'd love for you to open now, too.
Uh-oh. Santa's not used to receiving.
Exactly. And
Oh,
you
my goodness.
are deserving of receiving, Santa. So
Uh-oh.
if you want to open this up, it would be my honor.
Okay, you sure?
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, this is packaged well.
Thanks. It's my pride and joy is packing gifts.
Packing is part of the adventure.
Part of the gift itself,
I
too.
see the excitement. I see what.
I can tell you're used to wrapping gifts, not unwrapping them.
Yes, sir. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, oh, oh. What do we got here? Oh, Red Bull.
That's one part of it. That's going to help you get through this season.
Red Bull. Oh, look at this. This is a beauty. Look,
I hope it fits.
look at that. Ho, ho, ho.
I hope that looks like your size, right?
Oh,
No politics
no,
t-shirt?
no X's here.
Yeah. Yeah, no X's there, but it's stretch. It's a stretchy.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, no politics.
You can take that on your journey as a for some good luck.
Very good. Very good.
so,
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you on, Santa. I had to do something, at least to narrow that ratio down to gift giving here.
Very much so. I will wear it tomorrow at the beach.
You will.
Shh, don't tell anyone. I wear a disguise.
And are you a Red Bull guy or a coffee guy? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe coffee actually. I'm
Coffee
rethinking.
in the mornings and water the rest of the day.
Okay.
No carbonated soft drinks, Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Had a bad experience with them back in the 30s.
Did you?
Oh, too much gas.
Oh yeah.
Loaded too much.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they got my uniform wrong color,
Oh,
and I had to stick with red.
eek. So give the Red Bull then to my man Rudolph then if he might
Now I'll
facilitate
share
better.
that. I'll share that with the reindeers for sure.
Yeah.
They need a little zip every once in a while.
Little zip.
You know, I got some of them at Calder Racetrack right now.
Really?
Yeah, got, Cupid and Dancer.
I gotta say that training has got to be rigorous.
You have to keep them in shape, all of them. And right now they're in top form, really. But pretty much they have a little bit of R&R, those two over there. They're relaxing, taking it easy, being fed, and not worrying about anything because everything's in the North Pole. In the North Pole, they're pretty much more confined this time of the year. Not as free.
Yeah. Well, they do need. I'm sure they need a little breather, a little break, which they'll get in January.
Oh no! Come January, everybody's relaxed. But the reindeers, no, they're out free. They're on vacation for the whole month of January and February.
Well, bring them down to the podcast if you're ever back in Miami next.
They won't know how to behave here.
No,
No,
with
no.
South Beach right over there. You think they get into some
They're
trouble?
a rowdy group. They're a rowdy group. They have to be going through that night. It's a magical night. It's a magical night. It doesn't do a lot of wear and tear on them, especially flying through the weather. The weather, it's snowing, it's raining, it's hot, it's humid, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they gotta release all that stress. Have they ever been on the naughty list themselves? Just
Maybe Dancer.
yeah, Dancer.
Dancer back in the day. Oh, but this is a long time ago when we were starting out. But no, they're pretty much they're kids and stuff. Because they have kids and little does and stuff running around, and
Yeah.
they've done fairly well. It's a big group. They have a big group now. Everything has expanded and
You've grown.
Yes.
Well, good.
Definitely.
I'm glad to hear you guys are all doing well. I wish you guys the greatest holiday season. Don't overdo it either. Don't overdo it. I know you guys have been planning this whole year, but I don't want you to stress. We need you, Santa. We need everybody.
I promise next year, I'll bring Mrs. Claus for you.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
She would love you.
Yes, Mrs. Claus, and then maybe even Rudolph, or maybe we'll do that the year after. We'll have everybody, and then maybe I'll come up by you guys, and we'll do a podcast and a whole documentary on you guys up there.
Can you take the cold?
I can't. I've been in Miami too long, man. I can't.
It's cold. It's below zero up there.
Yeah.
Very cold.
Well, I see you even got down in Miami. You even got your long sleeves on. You're ready to go right back up.
You wouldn't recognize me if I took the sleeves off. I'm not hard to tell by. You can't. I'm always in a disguise. I could be next to you. You won't even know it.
Yeah, you're one of the most distinguishable figures in world history. That's for sure, Santa.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
And be safe. And I'm looking forward to having you here Christmas Eve, giving presents. Hopefully, I don't see any of this.
No. I just brought that to show you that I do drop those off to some of the children and stuff, and some of the adults, majority of the time.
You need to give it to a lot of adults. You're probably producing these in overtime this year, I'm sure.
True. So true.
Yeah.
But it's always been a big seller.
Yeah, it is. It is to get on that freaking nice list.
It's always been a big seller.
Well,
all right, Daniel.
Well, thank you, Santa.
I thank you for your time and efforts here. Keep up the great work that you're doing. Keep it. You're on that nice list, so I have nothing negative to say, but keep it up, share it, spread it.
Yes, and Merry Christmas, Santa. I am sure I will see you down the road.
Definitely.